Here we are with the Goddess Block project, Block 1. Let's get started. I am going to do a quick demo on how to put together Block 1. The instructions are on my website. You can print those out. This is just a quick demo, video demo, so if you're having any problems, maybe we can work through them. Okay? Half square triangles. Let's make a half square triangle using the Goddess tool. Okay? So I want a 3.5 inch half square triangle, so I've cut a 3.5 inch strip. I'm going to take my Goddess tool. Now I'm going to do this on the cutting board, but I'm just demoing for you. What I did was I lined up my half square triangle end of the ruler with a 3.5 inch strip, the dotted line here. And I did a slice, and that gave me a 3.5 inch half square triangle. Now I can turn this over. I put it here. I do another slice and I have another one. What I like to do at this point, I'm right-handed. If you're left-handed, this would be the opposite, but for me, I'm right-handed. I like to turn them so that the notched end of the half square triangle is to my right. I can then place my Goddess tool on top of it and get rid of that other little triangle, that little dog ear. I'm getting rid of those ahead of time so I don't have to snip them later. Okay? Half square triangles are really simple. They're very easy with the Goddess tool and minimal waste. Very minimal waste. So, okay, go ahead and mix your half square triangles and then we'll start to assemble the block pieces. So, the first thing I want to show you is the large corner cutaway on your Goddess tool. It's your Goddess tool. Starting with a 4.5 inch cut background fabric. I'm going to take my large corner cutaway, put it right here in the corner, give it a slice, and remove this piece. Okay? This is most of the waste that we will have in any of the blocks I make. They will be from corner cutaways. Most everything else doesn't have any waste. Alright? So, at this point, we have made a 3.5 inch half square triangle. It fits perfectly right there. Okay, so when you sew your 1/4 inch seam allowance and press that open, then you get another little piece that looks like this. Okay? And I like to press my seams open. You may not want to, that's okay, it doesn't bother me. I'm just telling you that I like to press my seams open, but that's a whole nother video on why I do that. So I can get into that one. I can get into that one later. So you choose. Press them open, press them to the dark, it doesn't matter to me, okay? Now we've made this piece. I want to use my small corner cutaway. Voila. Do my cut. Move that away. Once again, this is my waist. Not a lot of waste, but that's what it is. And now I have a 2.5 inch half square triangle that will fit onto this corner, and I will stitch that one on the 1/4 inch seam allowance, and when it comes open, this is the unit that we have made. I have referred to that in my notes as the uneven point unit, and you need to make 4 of those for this block. Okay? So let's pull this away and talk about the center piece for a minute. The center is a square on point unit. What I have done is I have taken the center square, which is a 3 3/8 inch square, and I pressed it in half. Okay? Basically, you need to see this. I pressed it in half, and then I also pressed in half the half square triangles. So when I sewed those on, I don't know if you're going to be able to see. There's a tiny triangle of the blue that shows through here and a tiny triangle here. But when I sewed these on and pressed them open, I'm going to just pretend they're pressed open right now. Press these open, then I can sew on the next 2 triangles. And the next 2 triangles will line up precisely with the little divots cut out of them already. And when you sew your 1/4 inch there and press it open, you get the center piece, which is this piece right here, which is the square on point unit. And you need 1 of those. Once you have those pieces, you've already cut out your squares, which is great. So now, I'm going to move this down a little bit. You can sew this together in rows. The top row, the middle row, the bottom row, and then adjoin them. Now, be very careful on these spots right here. I am pinning to make sure that my points line up perfectly. I pin because I press open and I need to know where everything's going to line up. And I find that that works really well for me. I love to pin I didn't used to, but I love to pin because I love the outcome of pinning. I love to have that perfect point. So here's block 1, and it's all yours. It's available on the website in case you're watching this maybe on a YouTube video. You can download it from my website at needleinaHaystack.biz. All right? I'm going to go work on block 2. I'll see you next week. Have a good week.